Alright, so most people know who Jennifer Aniston is. She has appeared on Friends and other various roles. Mostly, she got her major breakthrough in the movie Leprechaun, the very first one from 1993, actually. And this is, you know exactly what the heck you are getting. You are getting a movie villain that's underrated, that seems to be a blending, I would say, out the wit of Freddy Krueger and Chucky from Child's Play, just without being as much swearing, which I found to be kind of refreshing. So there's this leprechaun that wants gold, has a lot of gold, and is willing to do anything to keep it. But he also has powers. He has the powers to project illusions. He has the great, great stamina slash great stamina. I mean, he even survived a freaking shotgun blast. Gets injured a little bit, but eventually is able to recover. And full of wisecracks with rhymes. So we get a somewhat formal villain that also does not take any crud and can, like I said, can withstand anything. You are here to see Warwick Davis perform the stunts. You are here to see him have a gleefully great time as he is going around in the first movie. I mean, this movie is super straightforward. I mean, there's barely any plot. What? You take a leprechaun's gold, and you're eventually going to get messed with by him, as evident by the Irish couple who move into Nebraska, I think, or something like that. I don't know. And lo and behold, he manages to decapitate a woman. I'm sorry, doesn't decapitate. He manages to make her deceased, and the husband is like, "Oh my goodness, what happens here?" Ultimately, he gets sent to a place, a retirement home or whatever, and the he goes around, and the leprechaun himself, I don't think he's given a name, is waiting for the next family to terrify. Lo and behold, a guy named Ozzy, a little kid who looks like Ness with longer hair, and a father, all and an LA daughter, all come in to this home, and of course she's complaining like, "Oh, I can't believe there's no such where are the modern amenities? Where's the shopping malls?" I'm like, it's not the 1980s anymore. This is 1993, so the Valley Girl stereotype, I guess maybe it kind of exists, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. You're the characters here you cannot give a dang about, but I feel like there's enough of the leprechaun mythos. You know, pot of gold, four-leaf clover, invincibility, all the buckles, the hat, every buckles on the shoes, the hat, everything else. And all the while, the family is trying to trying to stop the leprechaun from terrorizing them, saying like, "Oh yeah, this character Ozzy called him last week was UFOs, previous week was something else." But lo and behold, this time it's actually real. So, what do we get? Well, you get a lot of I guess you could call it cynical humor. I mean, you can even impersonate multiple people, even going as far as yeah. So when he krills a lot of people, very like a cop. I think he also what he does with the wife in the beginning, and of course, in order to fit with the jokes and everything else, he even has he even has like like a little pedal car, which actually seems to work really well for him, and it was called Me Gold or something like that. So it's just all the visual gags and everything else. So a particular standout scenes is the cereal that's called Lucky Clovers, but then right at the end they recognize is saying, "Hey, in order to have this leprechaun go away, he just needs a four-leaf clover. Just get the mushrooms from the Lucky Clover cereal. But then why does the kid at the end say, F you Lucky Charms? Seriously. What? Yeah. And like his family's just trying to renovate a house. It's like, pluck them from obscurity in the city and then have them be brought into a new country way of living. And I'm like, you've seen this cliche happen so many times before. Uh, Jennifer Aniston, it's like, so yeah, you know what you're getting. Stock characters, a villain that's more refined. Jennifer Aniston proclaims that she pretends that this movie does not exist. She and Warwick Davis got along on set, but the way how she kind of denies it does irk Davis a little bit, saying, "Hey, don't just say yes. This is the movie in the beginning. I acknowledge that." Eventually she would go on with Friends, and Davis would portray the character 5 more times. His son was unfortunately a newborn. There was complications or something like that. The newborn passed on, and he was in a dark place at the time. But he was underneath contract at George Lucas at the time. He said, "Yeah, go ahead. I can already tell that you're feeling bummed out. Go ahead. This dark, cynical character is what you need." And even who is that? Dan Quayle or whatever managed to speed up Warwick's visa. They managed to get everything filmed. Hey, the government actually did something useful for once. So yeah, ultimately it was written for him to portray this character, along with Grip Hook in 2001. But whatever. So yeah, ultimately Leprechaun won. You know what you're getting. There you go.